Hello, everyone. I'm gonna be honest. I pressed the button without actually being like, oh, am I actually ready? I was just like, no, you know what? Let's just do this. Also, I had to negotiate my chair with one of the cats, so that's fun. Said cat is currently attacking the curtains, which is great. Isn't that right, Kiba? Yeah? Hello, Elmer! Hello, Tulu! Hello! Anyone who may or may not be watching, it is I, Atari Yeo, Grand Shaman of Atlantis! And today we are going to be back to some Pokemon Let's Go EEVEE. Or as I like to call them, EEVEE. And so you did do it? Do what? What did I do? What did I do? I mean, I've done a lot of things. I'm not sure what thing in particular you're referring to, Elmer. But yeah. Some little updates. On what's on the goings on, like, because yeah, originally I hadn't planned to just do one stream this week. I was planning to go on with Let's Go EEVEE, but also oh, that, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure about starting the stream, but then I did do it. I do eat it. Hi, Driel. How are you? Oh, man. Things are... I'm actually glad you ask. Because I can use that as a jumping off point to what I was actually gonna talk about. Okay. So... I am currently in training for a job. And, man... on one hand, I am like super happy that, yeah, no, a job is definitely in the cards. I'm gonna be able to actually keep earning money. And it's gonna be a lot more money than I was previously earning. Because yeah, I'm going from a part-time job to a full-time job. So yeah, the pay is going to absolutely reflect that. Hello, PPA. Good evening. But on the other hand, like, I haven't gotten into a lot of detail about what kind of job it is because it's still a little bit, like, again, I am in training, but I am also still gauging, okay, is this something that I can see myself doing? And, like, it definitely is, but there's, like, so many little bits and pieces that it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult for me to, like, gauge. Job in the bag? I would say 90% of the bag. 90% of the bag. Because, okay, again, without going into too much detail, because again, if it doesn't work out, I don't want to get into too many of the specifics of what that job is. But I can say that it's a full-time job. It's an office job, so it's like a 9 to 6, which also it's going to be a 9 to 6. It's going to be a 9 to 6, but in a city where I have a house, which means that also I've already done the calculations. It doesn't take long. Like, it's not a huge commute. Like, I think that it's barely 10 minutes from my house my house to, because I can say that it's my house. It used to be my grandma's house, so I mean, it is a family's house. From my grandma's house to where the office is gonna be. So yeah, like 10 minutes by car, if that much. So it's also not going to be like when I had a 9 to 6, but in Lisbon, which was, you know, like, yeah, okay, it's a 9 to 6, but you spend almost an hour in your commute, like most like most everyone who lives in a capital does, a capital or a big enough city. So yeah. I mean, yeah, like part-time jobs are harder to come by, I feel. There's less, I think that there's less wage. Like I don't want to go too much into that. I want to go back to what I was talking about. But yeah, I do like it is something that I do feel as well. Like, you know, part-time jobs are harder to come by than full-time jobs. Most of the time, not always, but yeah, as a rule of thumb, people are usually looking more for full-time employees than part-time ones. Because I think that there's also this idea that part-time jobs are mostly for like students and stuff, and on one hand I get it, but on the other, meh. Yeah, it is nicely short. Hi, Great Lakes, welcome. So yeah. The thing is now. The thing about this job that I've been only made aware yesterday. I mean, better during training than when you're already like on the job. Also, the agency, the job is not going to start until like the 30th. So next week I'm just gonna do more training, which is great because I don't think I could do the job by myself without an extra week of training. Because dear Lord, that's a lot. Yeah, no, okay, then forget what I said. Forget what I said, Elmer. But yeah, so the thing that I've only been made aware of yesterday is that, okay, so I was under the impression that what I was going to do is I was going to be part of a team that was going to open this new agency of this company. It was going to be brand new. It was going to be brand new. Like this company has never acted in this city, so you're going to be the ones who start it. Turns out that's not the case. Turns out that there used to be an agency from this company in that city, but people didn't like it. I have no idea what they did. I have no idea what they did, you know, how they worked, but now I'm like, oh, so I am not starting out fresh in a new location. I am going to a place where it's all where the cards are already going to be stacked against me. Oh boy. 24 jars of homemade ketchup. That sounds lovely. Hello, new around. Yeah, no, definitely, Elmer. Definitely. No, like you should be diligent. You should be diligent in your job hunting. Like, you know, telemarketing is generally a bad idea all around. I know. I'm sure that there's a lot of like legitimate agencies out there, but yeah, no. Also, restocking is not a bad job. Well, at least I don't think so. But yeah, so I'm a little bit I'm a little bit I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie. You know, on top of the other things, I'm a little bit. Oh boy. that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing, PPA. That's great. That's amazing. But yeah, like I've had like my mom and my brother told me not to worry too much about it because you know, yeah, it went wrong, it closed, and now it's opening up again with different people. So there's no reason for me to be, you know, all that apprehensive. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also gonna see how this next week of training goes. If I'm able to get into the rhythm of how things are done around the office and remembering where things are in the computer and what procedures need to be done and put where and all of that, because a lot of the issues that I'm finding is that there's a lot of stuff that it's taught to me but like without context, so like I don't know why I am doing these things, or like why am I assigning this to this, why am I doing this to that, why am I bringing that up, why do I have to, why, it's like it's a whole jumble of things. Without getting too much in the woods about it. But yeah. I mean, yeah, being a mailman, I think, it can be stressful. It can be very stressful. But in the end, I don't think that it's, you know, that bad of a job. Especially if you do your job correctly. Like, I don't know if I told you guys. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so I said that I have received a letter from my bosses telling me that they were not going to renew my contract at the tea shop. Okay. Fair, normal thing. You know what's not normal? That letter was not delivered to me by the mailman or to our mailbox. In fact, what we got was you know, I don't know how you say this in English. You know those things that you know those things that mail workers leave on your post box, on your mailbox, if nobody was home, like if no one was around to take the letter or something, like, you know, they jot your that info down and get it back to like a place where you can later go get it. So, but I didn't get that. I didn't get that thing from. I didn't get that ticket from my mailbox or from a mailman. I got it from my neighbor. It was delivered to them instead of me. Like, it was delivered to their house instead of ours. Like, so basically, if my neighbors, if we didn't know our neighbors, if we could care less about who they are and whatnot, I would have not gotten that letter. A letter telling me that my contract at the tea shop was not going to be renewed. So yeah, amazing work. Amazing work, mail carriers. The mail couriers. That was amazing. Thank you. Hi, Danielle. Say okay. Hi, Laketh. Yep. Yeah, no, like, and it's been happening a lot. It's been happening a lot more lately. Which, like, when I started noticing, I was like, oh, you know what? I could do a better job delivering mail than these people. I could probably do this. Because I do like driving. I do like going around. And you know, you're delivering dreams, packages. So yeah. But yeah, job training going, I guess pretty well. We'll see about the whole thing. Also again, if I go to my grandma's house, I'm gonna have to like set up. I'm gonna have to get a whole new streaming setup because I'm gonna be doing streaming from there. And there isn't like a place there, at least not yet, where I can, you know, have all my streaming stuff. Like, because I need at least space for 2 monitors and a laptop. So I've been looking into like desks and stuff, but I still haven't gone there, so I haven't measured the place. Like, okay, what size desk would fit here? I don't know. happens regularly here. Yeah, no. Blah. Same here, and I wouldn't overuse the car to deliver mail. I just need a bike and a bag. That would be if I were to work at the town and not the villages. I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, like, your mode of transportation also would also depend on the heft of your work and where you're assigned. I'm gonna guess. Again, I don't wanna go too much into any details that may give anything away. But yeah, so that's what's been happening. I haven't really had any time to like do much of anything else. I did make a bit of a breakthrough when it comes to like when it comes to the book. I swear, I need to actually start setting things down. Okay, no, it is this. This is not open for discussion. Stop. Just stop. Because then you're never gonna start actually working on this thing. So, yeah. Yeah, but I'm not sure if you would be allowed to use those to deliver mail in the city. Honestly. But yeah, so that breakthrough had to do with something that I think I mentioned before, which was I incorporated some of the stuff from the earlier story, from the Ari and Lucia story into what I'm trying to do. It does make things a little bit iffy, but I think that I can work with them. I think I'm. My brain is still such a mess. my brain is still such a mess from all of this. And like while I appreciate the fact that I was able to find a possible job so quickly after realizing that I was going to get away from the tea shop as soon as possible, I am also a little bit worried that I'm not giving my mind enough time to rearrange itself to recover from everything everything that's happened. Because the truth is I haven't actually dealt with anything. I haven't actually closed any, at least I haven't closed most of the doors that caused me to have the mental breakdown, other than the tea shop one. I mean, that one is closed. That one is dead and buried. I'm currently on what could be considered like a vacation, because since I went on medical leave, I didn't get to enjoy the vacation days that I had planned. So now I'm enjoying those days, and then right at the end, I'm going to input another medical leave so that I don't have to set foot in the store again before my contract expires. So yeah, that is dealt with, but I'm not sure if I am ready to. I mean, it's not that. I'm not sure if going into this right now is a good idea. On one hand, I have to go into this right now, because if I don't, then the opportunity is just going to be gone, and then I'm going to be back to what I've been trying to do for ever since April, which is, keep sending resumes, keep not getting invited for interviews, and just rinse and repeat till the end of time, when I am completely penniless, unable to fend for myself, and just do things because they're fun, and not be able to make to be financially secure at all. So yeah, and eternally in a bad situation, but not enough of a bad situation where asking for actual, we're asking for help is an option. When you're in that weird middle ground, when you're in that weird middle ground, that you are not well, you are most definitely not well, but you know that there's people who are having it a lot worse than you, so you feel like you have no right to try and ask for concrete help from people. Because if some people can't even help people who are worse than you, then what right do you have? What right do you have to do that? That's why not lie in the resume? Because it's illegal. According to Portuguese law, Portugal being the country where I'm trying to get a job. It's illegal to lie on your resume. The best that you can do is it's not obfuscate, but it's omit. You can omit information, but you cannot lie. That's true. That's true new around. That's true, and it's still something that I struggle with with so much. But then again, my brother does too, so I'm going to guess that it was something that was hammered into us by, like, I don't know, our dad. he was the kind of guy to have done that. Like, nobody cares about your problems. There's people with much worse problems in the world, so there's many worse problems in the world, so you're not allowed to talk about yours, or to make people aware of yours, because they already have enough of that on their plate, so just keep to your lane. My dad had a very I don't even know what to call it, like an individualistic kind of way of looking looking at those things. Yeah, no, it's not a good mindset to have. No, it's not. Thinking that you're unworthy of help is terrible. And if any of you listening are ever in a position like this, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did throughout my whole life, and still kind of do, which is assume that because I'm not in that bad of a situation, that I don't deserve help. Like, it's not good. You can lie by lying is immoral. I mean, yeah, no, and I don't lie, and I don't like to lie. Also, again, yeah, you're getting lie by omission. It's not illegal to lie in person, though. I mean, typical Gen X parent behavior. But there's the thing, Laketh. Oh, hi, Coffee, welcome. It's been a while. But here's the thing, Laketh. My dad wasn't Gen X. My dad was not Gen X. Far from it. Okay. Taking a break. Assuming for a second that yeah, we're okay. Kicking the lore to the side a little bit. My dad was born in the 50s. My dad was born in the 50s. He was 100% certified baby boomer. Because baby boomers, they go from 1945 to 1963. 1964 is usually considered the first year that Gen Xers were born, like 1964, 1965. So yeah, my dad was like smack dab in the middle of the baby boomer cohort. So yeah, no, not Gen X. Not Gen X. He was quite a bit older. He was quite a bit older than most Gen X. He was old enough to think that Gen X was weird. When they were teenagers. With their Nirvanas and their Pearl Jams and their weird rock, while he was, listening to Jethro Tull and the Moody Blues and the Creedence Clearwater Revival and Vangelis and Jean-Michel Jarre and Mike Oldfield and oh, and Pink Floyd. He liked Pink Floyd a lot, but specifically he liked Roger Waters. Specifically, I have never seen him or heard him talk about Pink Floyd in general all that much. He did have The Wall, the album The Wall, only on CD though. I don't think he had it on vinyl. But yeah, he liked Roger Waters especially. About the rest of Pink Floyd, I'm not sure. He never talked about it. There are a lot of things in the world, but you are you, unaffected by, ignorantly in effect, which is within your sphere. Yeah, exactly. The spread of individualism is going to be the death of our civilization. Yep, I can definitely see it. I don't have anyone working for work right now. It took me 9 months to find a job I have currently, and I was lucky that the place I work was able to support me with moving to the city it's in. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, men tend to bottle their emotions more. Yep. Yep. My dad was definitely man in that. He had a lot of trouble. He had a lot of trouble expressing any emotion that wasn't, you know, anger or disdain, or incredulity at the stupidity of the world around him. Like, you know, that sort of stuff. The problems are relevant to you, and the problems of statistical strangers on the other side of the world are not relevant to you. Yeah. When I've contacted a friend in the company you're trying to get hired to pull some strings. The job that I got, the job that I'm in line to get right now, the job that I'm, you know, doing the training for, happened quite like that. I'll just read the rest of chat, and I'm gonna tell you how it happened and why it happened so suddenly. Because I wasn't expecting, like 2 weeks ago, I was not expecting to be in training for a new job. Like I was just not. Okay. Very Gen X. Also, yeah, sometimes it can solve problems, but just by just telling people about it. Seldom that simple, but it actually is. Oh yeah. Aren't baby boomers rich though? No. That is a common misconception, I would say. Baby boomers are not rich. They are better off. They are better off than, you know, millennials, than millennials and Gen Z. But that's because they were able to accrue their money during a time where that was possible. The problem with, for example, millennials is that the little money that they can get is immediately spent on other things, on things that you need to survive. Baby boomers are only rich in the sense that they have savings. At least in Portugal, that's pretty much what happens. Like they're not like, I don't know any baby boomers who are super rich. I mean, they have a house because they managed to buy it or build it. They have a house and they probably have enough to build, like, you know, a nice shed in the country or something like that. But not anything more than that. And especially not in my family. Especially not in my family. I don't know many actual boomers, not gonna lie, not entirely, but their mindsets are more linked than our gens. Me neither. Not all of them. But they did live through an economic boom. See, that's my dad. Pink Floyd, Deep Purple, etc. I'm both a millennial and a Gen Z. I guess it's called a zillennial. Yeah. Man! I'm a modern guy. Yeah, this is a bad topic to get into, but it's kind of expected of us to bottle up our emotions. Yeah, it ain't easy for us Gen Y or Zs. Yeah, no, and the inflation rates. Yeah, things are way more expensive now than they were when we were kids. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Atari, outing himself as a millennial. Wow! I would have never guessed. That Atari is a millennial. What with the liking of classic millennial franchises and talking about the 90s all the time. Yeah, no, I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed that Atari is a millennial. Oh, but yeah, okay, so to explain how I got this job, again, without going into too much detail, I'll only go once I'm, you know, more secure in what because I am gonna talk about that whole thing of, oh, I thought that we were opening a new agency. Apparently there was already one. It was terrible and people didn't like it. And now we're trying again. Okay. So yeah, what happened was that the person that that got me this job came to our house because my mom had asked them to fix a closet of ours. Like, it's a closet. Like, it was probably built in the early 80s or late 70s, I don't know. And the doors don't close. So she had been in talks with this gentleman. I can say that it's a guy. She had been in talks with this gentleman so that he could fix our closet, or send someone to fix our closet. He came to our house one day with the intention of fixing the closet, only for it to turn out that he couldn't, because he thought it was only a matter of, moving some parts around and stuff, and no. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Model, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a second. Hello, Crooked Gamer. This is embarrassing. Okay, stop. Where is it? Okay. Let's stop terrifying the audience. Thank you. Please. What is going on? Okay, I'm on VTube Studio. And trying to figure out, like, what the heck is going on? Calibrate? What are you doing and why? Yo, stop that. Okay, I don't want to have to restart the whole program. Okay, let me. Okay, loading. Where did... What? Huh? Okay, I think that VTube Studio is having a temper tantrum, so I'm gonna try to... Oh man, okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to have something here. For when this stuff happens. For when this stuff happens. Let me see. Okay. When that happens, we can revert back. We can revert back to this person, this thing right here. The return of the PNG. The return of the PNG. Yeah, let's just have this. Let's just have this on standby whenever stuff like this happens. By the way, guys, hello, Shadvin Fan, welcome. Yeah, VTube Studio gets a bit quirky at times. Yeah. Atlantean Wars, the return of the PNG shaman. I have thought about like if I'm not able to afford a Neusei, I have thought of just making a new model myself and then cut it and then have that rigged. Because, yeah, that's... only boomer viewers will recognize this. Yep. Yeah, this is how I used to look. This is how I used to look for the longest time. I used to open my mouth though because I was PNGs are the modern cardboard cutouts. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to think that there's something wrong with my computer in general because like because what's the word? Frig! Stupid! Ugh! I mean, yeah, new around. I was going to try to load one of the cats, one of the cat models, one of the free cat models. But here's the thing: VTube Studio was crashing so bad that it didn't even load any of those models. It wasn't loading anything. I was thinking of becoming a PNG tuber for video essays like Saberspark, so I don't get the hate. I mean, there's hate for that sort of thing. That's very dumb. And honestly, sometimes PNGs can be a lot more expressive than Live 2D. Like Live 2D is fun because it reacts to your it reacts to your facial expressions immediately. But on the other hand, with PNGs, you can kind of create the illusion of more movement, kind of. Okay. Okay, I just restarted VTube Studio and it's not loading any models. Did you kill it via Task Manager? No. No, I better do that. I better do that. I better do that. Okay, Control Alt Delete. Task Manager, please. Is VTube Studio still... Oh my goodness, what is all of this? What is all of this? Wait, I have the calculator open since when? What the what happened? Oh, this is so weird. There's so much stuff. Okay, this is probably because I'm streaming and I had never opened okay. So I'm gonna have to open it again. And then kill it via Task Manager. And now I'm remembering Odd One's Out's videos on, like, you know, the workings of the PC and stuff. And yeah. Hashtag relatable. Hashtag millennial humor. Hashtag I don't even think he's a millennial. I think he's a Gen Zer. Okay, no. I don't think... Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to kill it. And tell me I'm gonna have to bring... Viado Studio. Viado Studio. Back again. Back from the dead. I went through all that trouble to have a Live 2D debut, and now this stupid thing doesn't work. Ah! Also, Control Alt Delete, please. Yes. Google Chrome, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Where was it? Okay, VTube Studio. Yeah, okay. Finish task. Die. Die and be reborn. Kinda. This also really makes me think that I should try to put VTube Studio on my phone and set it up. How about resetting the computer? That's gonna kill the stream, I think. If I reset the computer, I think that the stream is going to die. Okay, VTube Studio. Are you gonna work properly now? Are you gonna work properly now? Are you? Oh no. Oh no. It's not. Oh my god! Okay, I just decided to see what the I just decided to see like what the camera was doing, and guess what? It was like horizontal. Like, oh my god. Ah. Okay, let me try to recalibrate this. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay. I think it's fixed. I think it's fixed. Except that this model, except that the model that I have on, seems to only have two options, mouth open and mouth closed. Okay. Show me my model. Oh, it's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. That one's outdated. No. Okay. Are we? Okay, I think yeah. Okay. How did the camera go ended up at horizontal? I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, I'm tiny. Hello. Hello. I am tiny compared to a big boy over here. Look at this. Look at this. You're having an identity crisis over here. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I fighting for? Okay. Okay, thank you, PNG. Your services are no longer required. At least for now. Oh, man. Oh, how the heck did that happen? Atari Generations, classic Atari. Yeah, I do have. I mean, I haven't even older design. I have an even older design that I could put here. Hold on. Hold on. Because that would be classic Atari, I feel. Let's see. See? This is truly classic Atari. Dark mode, yeah! Yeah, I used to have dark hair. That was before the lore was that's before I decided to lean the lore more on the Atlantis side than the ancient Egypt. Than the ancient Egypt side. So yeah. Watari. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, say goodbye to classic Atari, also known as Kairi Akida. Does it move? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, and it had expressions. Even though I barely use them, that explains the outfit. I mean, yeah. No, like it also like the original idea for my version of Atlantis was that it was founded by a bunch of gods a bunch of Egyptian gods that were angry at Akhenaten for basically supplanting their worship with the sun disk. You know, with Aten. Not Aten. Not Aten, the Yu-Gi-Oh character. The sun disk. You know, the bright thing in the sky. So yeah. And that was the general gist of the lore of Atlantis. Like all the gods were based on Egyptian gods because they were all led by one particular goddess. Even the sigil, the symbol that my staff has on it. I'm just gonna move to the side so you can see it a little bit better. So yeah, that sigil that shows up in a lot of things in Atlantis was based on the symbol that on a symbol that was associated with that particular goddess. It's just that I thought that it was a simple enough symbol and that it looked good, so I didn't change it when I changed the lore. But yeah, the goddess in question, by the way, was Neith. She was a goddess of war. She was pretty much conflated with, like, for example, Athena. So she was a goddess of war, but also of wisdom. She also had some associations with the sky, sometimes water. So yeah, which are, some of the reasons why I decided, okay, so this is going to be the main goddess of my version of Atlantis. And at some point she would have gone crazy and she was sealed inside the crystal that powers Atlantis. That part of the story didn't change. The part of, it being like a magical being sealed inside the crystal and people don't know about it. Like, only if you select few know about it, if any. Usually because that would have happened, a lot, like, very, very long ago. At least in relation to the present time that I Atari live in. So yeah. I still like parts of that lore, but the reason why I changed it was because it would put Atlantis strictly in the Iron Age, and I wasn't sure if I wanted that. If I wanted that instead of having a more ancient civilization, because. Akhenaten's tenure as pharaoh, I think, lasted from like 1800 something BC. Like, it was around the 1800s BC, I believe. So in order for that to be the distant past in the time where I would live in, it would have to been at least 1,000 years ago. So, I mean, at least in the way that I wanted it. I wanted Atlantis to have lasted, you know, a few thousand years. So basically I decided, but that would put it in straight, like, in the Iron Age. That would make Atlantis more contemporary with ancient Greece. And I'm not talking about, like, the ancient Greece that Plato talks about, because Plato talks about Atlantis, you know, being like way back. Like, way back. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, it would make sense. It would make sense. It would also make it so that it was possible that the Sea Peoples were Atlanteans. You know, the Sea Peoples basically are usually seen as one of the reasons, not the only one, but one of the reasons why the Bronze Age collapsed. So putting it during that time would also make a little bit of sense. But I don't know. I also like the idea of it being, like, in, you know, the way off past, you know, like before ancient Egypt's Old Kingdom, like that sort of thing. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what any of you guys think of this. I feel like I'm just rambling, but it is stuff that sometimes I think about, and since it's relevant to the streams and stuff, and let's be honest. let's be honest. I think it's pretty clear by now that that I also use these streams to help me figure things out. Insofar as, you know, like, lore and what can be done, you know, in terms of, like, story and stuff like that. I've mentioned before that there's a huge issue between developing a story for VTuber lore as opposed to a story for example, a book. Like, for example, for the book, I'm still not sure if I'm going to incorporate any sort of VTubing stuff into that. Or if I'm going to incorporate the book into my VTubing, because I already know part of how it's going to end, and it's going to end, and let's just say that it's going to end with a paradigm shift. Like, things are going to be different, like the between, you know, the start and the end of the book, which, you know, nothing too special. Like, lots of stories do that. Yeah. But yeah, I have a Terios, Lakith. I have a Terios. In fact, I can even go further. I can even go further beyond. I can go even further beyond because my Therios wouldn't even be what I just showed you. My Therios would be this. No, actually not even this. Actually not even this. Spoilers for the book. Atari becomes their own father. Terios would imply was an unused concept design. Yeah. Yeah, so this is not really a Therios. It is a step. It was a first step into making the VTuber design. It was the first step in making the VTuber design. But if that's the case, then I do. But if this is not a Therios, see, It's marked from 2022. But yeah, no, I do have a Therios. I do have a Therios, and I just need to remember where in my where in my stupid computer did I put it. Where in my stupid computer did I put that thing? Because I know I have it somewhere around here. I know I have it somewhere around here, and yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool to show. But at the same time, probably I can't find it. Where would it be? Where would it be? Okay, not here. Not here. I didn't want to take too long. Didn't want to take too long with that. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm not gonna spend too much time with with trying to find it. But as far as having like an actual Therios type thing, yeah, I definitely have one of those because I kind of reminds me of Monster High, but clean and without effects. I mean, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Eggman's original pitch was Teddy Roosevelt in pajamas. Yeah. Hello, hello, Queever. I think the lore stuff is cool. It goes a bit over my head sometimes, but I enjoy listening to you talk about it. Yeah, no, and thank you for that. But yeah, okay. So what I was gonna say, it's basically okay. No, that's not what I want to. Shit. Okay. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen the concept art. Roosevelt. Damn weird English spelling. But yeah. Yes, I know you're around. I know. I'm gonna start the game. Soon. I wasn't expecting Vtuber Studio to go bonkers on me. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Give me just a second. So I enjoy listening. Blah blah blah. Oh right, yeah. No, the first concept of a character. Of a character like me that I drew, or that Lyra drew at that point, was drawn in 2013. And I feel so bad that I can't find it to show it to you guys. This is Actually, I have an idea of when I might have had it. The only problem is, how the heck do I find it? Okay, I'm just going to try to find it. Like, I am sure that I mentioned the year. Really? What? Was it not? Oh, wait, now it shows up? What the heck? Okay, turns out I can show you. I can show you my Therios. I can show you my Therios. Okay, save picture. I know that I have saved this picture before. I know that I have saved this picture before, but well, what do you know? What do you know? It be like that sometimes. Bleh, okay. Yeah, it turns out it was not 2003, it was 2014. And let's see. Like Rose and Vector was meant to be in Sonic 1 as a sidekick. Yeah. Wait, no, I know the art. What the art reminds me of. Emperor's New Groove. Oh yeah, yeah. No, like I take that again. I take that as a massive compliment because I love the Emperor's New Groove. Ite Barney, how are you? I haven't seen the commercial, but I've heard of it. Okay. Okay, I finally found it. The Ableist Trigger. Well, it's not it's not the Ableist Trigger. It's my own personal version of Therios, drawn in 2014. Here we go. He's kind of long. He's kind of long. He's kind of long, but here he is. Here he is. 2014. This is a concept. This is a concept that I ended up never using, but the idea was always to be like an avatar that I would use that I would use on the internet. Waluigi built. Yeah. Slinky. Yeah. Yeah, like, those legs are way too long for the rest of the body. Fancy pants, yeah. I'm still wondering if, like, Atlanteans should have bell-bottom pants. If it should be, like, if it should be something that Atlanteans would wear. Looks like Zelda in one of the games I forgot. Probably Wind Waker. Probably Wind Waker. I think that Wind Waker is the one that has the art style closest to mine. Also, okay, you're a little too big, buddy. Yeah, another illustration that I made of him, like, attempting to fix the GameCube. Attempting to fix the GameCube. Again, I keep reminding you, these were drawn... These were drawn in 2014. So when my design ended up being what it... Because I developed this design, like the other one that I showed you, I developed all of them independently of this. It was only after I rediscovered the notebook where I had drawn this, and I was like, wait a second. Wait a second, it was there all along! I've been thinking of this design, this character for almost 10 years! I showed this before, which is why I was so confused, like, why I couldn't find it, because supposedly it would be in a place where I would be able to pull it up, like, you know, pretty soon, like just soon. The shirt and then the hair is very Zelda, yeah. Yeah, it does resemble Wind Waker. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guy. Okay, Therios, you're gonna go into the Shadow Realm for a bit, because guess what? We are here to play Pokemon Let's Go EEVEE. And we haven't done any of it for an hour. For some reason, I used Death the Kid as a base for my book's protagonist look. Good. 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 That's what I say about it. Death the Kid is awesome. And before I get distracted by anything else, let's go. I was very into Soul Eater at the time. Yeah, like Soul Eater was great. The opening especially. Na 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 I mean, the white stripes are what make him Death the Kid. So, Boy! A Pokemon stream? No way! Yes way! Let's go! Okay, so if I recall correctly, we are at the entrance to Mount Moon. I am just going to go down a little bit again to see if I can find another Charmander. If I don't find a Charmander for 10 minutes, I am giving up. I am gone. I am going into Mount Moon and try to spend an inordinate amount of time finding a Clefairy instead. It's funny how you forget that, yeah, Ekans is like it's long and slithery like that, you know? Oh. Okay, let's see. 15? Okay, when the stream counter is at 25, I will stop looking for a Charmander. Ah. I mean, you don't need to be a villain if you have red eyes. Pretty sure there's a lot of no thanks. No thanks. I already have a Spearow. I already have a Spearow. I actually like good guy characters with red eyes. Especially if they have white hair. I like characters with white hair. Would you ever guess? I must have sounded really unhinged right now. Ah, whoops. Dang it. Still has them though because I thought they looked too cool. I mean, yeah, no, if a design just works, it just works. Like, you don't have to change it. You don't have to change it because of like any arbitrary reason. Like, for example, I decided to give myself wispy hair. I think that was a mistake. I would rather my hair be blunt cut. But I didn't do that, so now I'm stuck. So now I'm stuck with this design. But that does mean that I can make the antagonist, the antagonist of the book, have blunt cut hair. Which, since now they're going to be based on a certain character, I think that is going to be extra special. Because the original character that they were based on did not have blunt cut hair. Still gonna be long though. Lots of long-haired characters in Atlantis. Have you considered dark skin, white hair, yellow eyes? Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have considered it. Yes, I have considered it. I had a character that after like some after a lot of fiddling with the story and stuff. Okay, I mentioned the story of Ari and Lucia. Ari, like the last iteration of Ari, had indeed white hair, dark skin, and yellow eyes. Were golden eyes. Because it was supposed to be like a yokai from Portuguese folklore called an enchanted moro. And that was my interpretation of what they could look like. Unfortunately, then I did some more research on enchanted moros, and it turns out that the dark skin would not make sense because they usually lived underground. And if you live underground, melatonin does not melatonin. Melanin doesn't have much of a reason to manifest. So yeah, I think that was one of the reasons that made that concept not go through, because like everything that I was thinking about, I was just trying to put square pegs into round holes, and it just wasn't working. So yeah. Honestly, the dark skin and white hair reminds me of Elena from Street Fighter. Haha, yeah! Yeah, I love her design. I love her design as well. Though that's different considering she's black. Is she? Isn't she supposed to be indigenous? Like, is it like... correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Elena from Brazil? I thought that she, and I honestly thought that she was supposed to be like, okay, if she's from Brazil, which I think she is, like, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, thinking that she was from Brazil, I assumed that she was indigenous. Not that, mostly because of her attire. Because you can't really, make those assumptions based on skin color alone, because Brazil is super diverse when it comes to skin color. Oh, she's Kenyan. Oh, then yeah, there's no way that she's not black. Yeah. Doesn't get much blacker than that. Okay, so she is indigenous. From Kenya. So I was right. I was right. She is indigenous, except she's not from the place that I assumed she was from. Oh yeah, so there's a... judging that she's Kenyan then, like... that just makes me sad. What, are you telling me that Maasai people could have white hair and they just don't because they shave it off? Like, are they ashamed of their white hair? Like... I mean, the less said of albino people, of what happens to albino people in Africa, the better. Like, it's not a fun existence. But yeah, she's a literal princess. Ah. Yeah, but far be it from me to like judge another person's culture because of looks alone. But when like shaved heads is like a part of culture, I'm always so sad. I'm always so sad because I love hair. I love long hair. I love different hairstyles. And when a whole culture is just shaved hair all around, yeah, I don't know, like, it makes me a little bit sad. But again, it's culture. Like, it's just normal to them. Like, I have no right to judge. I have no right to judge, like, oh, I don't like your culture because of the hair. Like, that is one of the dumbest things. That is one of the dumbest things anyone could ever say. It's okay, she's not real. You don't gotta feel bad. I like how Krillin looks at the full head of hair. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Ah! Okay, mice, rats, you are cutting into my possible Charmander catching. He shaves because he's a Buddhist, yeah. He's not, it's not just because he's a Buddhist, it's because he's a Buddhist monk, specifically. Which, again, Shaolin monks, shaved heads, sad, Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, shaved head, sad, makes me sad. Makes me sad, and it's one of, and I'm not gonna lie because it's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to get into Avatar: The Last Airbender, because like I am aware, and I've said this before on stream, that my character like Atari Yeo, Grand Shaman of Atlantis, there's quite a bit of Aang. There's quite a bit of Aang in the concept, and the execution as well. Because like Aang was a bit of a goof despite being a monk, and that's also part of my character, is that like, oh, I'm supposed to be like the head priest, like the high priest of a whole civilization, of a whole country, but I'm like not serious. I'm not serious at all. Yeah, no, I know. I understand why they did it. I understand why they did it, and it's like super meaningful and all of that. But I still don't like it. I still really don't like it. Aang was a free spirit through and through. Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of love how a lot of the show is just exploring about how a free spirit like him gets saddled with this huge responsibility that is being the Avatar, I would say that when it comes to those kinds of characters, I think that Aang's, like, the whole Avatar thing, yeah, that's a huge burden. That's a much bigger burden on someone's shoulders than, you know, your regular like guardians or, you know, like royal family type characters, because usually like royal family, like descendants of royals usually only have one country. Guardians only have like one thing that they have to care about. I mean, if it is like a cosmic keystone, like, you know, that it holds the balance of the entire world, then yeah, sure. But it's still not something that's like within them usually. So like it's a little bit more measured. Aang had not only the legacy of being an Avatar, but like the fate of the entire world on his shoulders. So yeah, so I think that he had a much heavier burden to carry than most characters that usually go through similar things. The Charmanders just don't want to come out. How long has it been? 12 minutes. Okay. I apologize. We're not gonna get a Charmander. Too much work. It was too much to take in at a young age. He ran away, and it cost him his whole race. Such a sad tale for an ordinarized, cheery character. Yeah, no, 100%. The fact that he manages to keep so upbeat and so cheerful is just like wonderful, like a wonderful character writing, and a show of massive inner strength. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not even the biggest Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. It doesn't look like a show that I like. Like, it has parts that I like in terms of design, but I don't like I know! I've been doing that already! Look! See? But yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why I don't say that Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows, because yeah, it just doesn't look. It just doesn't look. I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The show looks fine. It has art direction. It has a vision, and it fulfills that vision and that art direction. The problem is that vision and that art direction is not that aesthetically pleasing for me personally. I have nothing against the show. This Mount Moon is much more relaxed. Yeah. Oof. I think that we can get through it in just this one stream. I find it funny that the Water Tribe are the only one not based on Asia. Yeah. Oh, hi! Whoa, you're so close. Looks like there's nothing here. Then let's just search further in. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch. Also, it was Team Rocket's Meowth that was out there. Ah! Oh, that's a great detail. That's a great detail. Oh my god. And I also find it cool that the Water Tribe is based on a pretty underrepresented culture. Like, oh man, I don't know how you call the Aleutian peoples? I know that there's several different tribes, and I don't remember how they're collectively called. What are they? You know, the ones next to the North Pole. And no, it's not the Sami. Sami. The Sami are from the other continent. Like, yeah, Native Americans. Yeah, I hope that nobody gets offended by that. I just don't remember. Yeah, like, but apparently Eskimo only for to one of them, and the way that the word got used in later years started being, you know, misused. And now calling them Eskimos is not exactly good form. Like, I don't know, it's complicated. I knew a lot more about this a few years ago than I do now. I forgot. I have thought, you know something that I have thought? I have thought, since I have trouble in the winter with like clothes and stuff, I have thought of if I had enough money to try and find some Inuit, or, you know, like some Native American from Canada and Alaska and all of that. Like, I thought of trying to get some traditional clothes from there. I mean, obviously not to wear like all the time, but like, you know, like coats and boots and stuff, because I know that they're very well made and they're very warm, and I think that they would probably help me get through the winter. So yeah, language patch notes, yeah. O que é que saiu sem querer, Elmer? I don't see where... What? What? Okay. But yeah, I have thought of trying to support some like some traditional the Team Rocket line. Oh, prepare for trouble and make it double. Yeah. Preparar para azar e adorar para proteger o mundo da devastação, para unir os povos da nossa nação, para I forgot, man. I don't remember. I don't remember it in Portuguese. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it so many times, and now I forget about it. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Long story short, I wanna. Long story short, I wanna support some traditional Native American handiwork. And I think that is, I mean, no. And I think that is pretty cool because they make really cool stuff. See, not even you remember the whole thing. Okay. We know there are rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you've got any, you'd better hand them over to us, twerp. That's right. If anyone is going to profit up those red fossils, it's going to be us. There they go. Preparar para azar e adorar, blá blá blá. Para proteger o mundo, para unir os povos da nossa nação. Para denunciar os males da verdade e do amor. Para espalhar não sei quê, tudo em redor. Jesse, James, bleh. So many. I am so confusing right now. Wait a second. Oh, it's just a big one. Okay. Let me go up. Hi, Mr. Bug. What are you doing in here? There are no bugs in Mount Moon. Oh yeah, suspicious characters. I've heard of them. Para conquistar todo o universo. Yes! Season 1 Ash was so mean. It was hilarious. I mean, not only was it made in a different time, but it was also kind of I don't know, representative of what Takeshi Shudo thought of the Pokemon world in general. There is so much Takeshi Shudo in the first season. Yeah, he beefed more with Misty than Gary. I mean, he was also with her a lot longer. So... Oh, you got me! You know what I got? 3 Pokeballs, baby! Okay. Oh, okay. That's useful. That's very useful. Okay. So, oh. Well, Clefairy! I'm still at the point where Misty's still bikeless. I mean, she remains bikeless. She remains bikeless throughout the entire show. Okay, so get ready, and now. Oh, hey, get ready. Where are you going? I am not throwing in that direction. What the heck? What kind of jank is this? Ah, dang it, okay. Yeah, she never got that bike. Oh wait, actually, yeah, no, she did. Yeah, no, he did, but it was, oh, dang it. It was at the end of Johto. It was at the end of Johto that she got the bike. And then Ash went and did the same thing to May's bike. Okay, Hazel grew to level 14. He just keeps getting stronger and stronger. And sand attack? Nah. Nah, let's not. Nah. Keep old moves, I'm good. Didn't Misty forget at some point too? Yup. Yes, I took Clefairy away in my in my Pokemon box. Okay, so there was a Paras somewhere around here, but Okay, I'm not gonna take Geronimo out because he's gonna be useful for the next gym. Thalassa is slowly building up her legend. So, yeah, she's not gonna be out. Peugeot. Peugeot. I just debugs with Joseph Joestar to play. Do you mean Launchpad McQuack? No? Okay, so... Oh, I only noticed now that Peugeot is a girl! Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to bring Clefairy out. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch her with Peugeot. Yes, add to party. You're going on Peugeot's spot. And I'm gonna give you a name. And your name is going to be... Peugeot 307. I think that's actually a pretty good car. But just it on 5 planes, 4 of which crashed, 3 of which he caused. Oh my god. 3 more vehicles and he gets a free toaster. Sure, that will reimburse you for all the cars and planes you crashed. Okay, for some reason, I like calling my Clefairies this. Titania, the Queen of Fairies. Why? Because Clefairy is the OG fairies. That is the OG fairy Pokemon. That makes her that makes her the queen of all the fairies. So yeah. Okay, let's save before something happens. Launchpad also crashed at least 3 submarines. Oh, that makes the toaster even better! Oh dear. What is it, Luna? Luna. Okay, yeah, oh wait, no, I'm not gonna use a Great Ball on a Paras. Get ready? Whoa! What happened? Well, what happened was that I didn't catch the... Umbreon was the original Sylveon. Oh dear. But like the all-purpose guy? Okay, I keep throwing it in the exact same direction and it just keeps flying all over the screen. I don't get it. Okay, new round. Sorry it took so long to get to the game. then he's the king. Then he is the king of the dark types, probably. Oh, no, as in to show off a new type. Ah, yes. Yes. Thanks. Thanks. I think I'm gonna need it though. I do think I'm gonna need it. Okay, I got a Paris and it's small, apparently. Apparently. Okay, there's a Zubat, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna see a lot more Zubats. So I'm not going to think too much. Oh, hey, there's James. Also, yeah, thanks. Thanks, new around. You're waiting for your friends. You're playing hide and seek? Inside a cave? How old are you? Okay, yeah, she's a lass, so she's not all that, like... I'm starting to think that maybe I should let someone else out in front, because Hazel the Destroyer of Worlds, is just going to, well, destroy everyone. Yes, Tulu, bugs are small. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Okay, I got 3 Pokeballs, okay. I didn't know... I didn't know lasses were into fossils, but that's cool. Okay, let's put Titania in front. Move. Also, let's get her out of the let's get her all out of the ball. Wait, does that explain why the bug catcher was here? Most likely. Most likely, yeah. Wait a second. Ah, you're pretty fast, kid. There she goes. Okay, I already have a Paris. That one's normal size. Okay, I've got to be thorough because I don't want to miss any items. Also, I find this guy offensive. I find this guy very offensive. Game Freak, why did you leave him in? Why? Like, this is a negative stereotype of a nerd, and I think that we can all agree. Oh wow, they even put like a little yellow line to signify the grease on the hair. Thanks. Well, okay, no, it was just the lighting in there. No wait, it's still there. Ah! Oh fuck! No, gee, damn! No! This is not okay. This is not okay. Why does this keep happening? I swear, every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna train this Pokemon now. Every single trainer has Pokemon that have a type advantage against my Pokemon, and now Geronimo was poisoned, and I don't like it because he could just drink some chamomile tea. It'll be right. That's just Super Paper Mario's friends. You're so right. They should have gave him swirly glasses. Yeah, I mean that would have fixed everything. That would have legit fixed everything. like Umino from Sailor Moon. Remember? He's got Grimer too. Yeah. And then again, what was considered a nerd in the 90s and what is considered a nerd nowadays is very different. Yay. Okay, this is not a Nuzlocke, so I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, my Pokemon getting getting died. But yeah, let's sick the Destroyer of Worlds on this Grimer. Yeah, actually, I never thought about, like... I thought... You know what I thought? I used to think that super nerds got saddled with poison-type Pokemon because of their association with, like, science-y stuff. You know, stuff that you would be a nerd about. But now that I am older and I know about more things, yeah... It's definitely not flattering. Definitely not flattering. My Pokemon won't do, no. 3 versus 1 on this poor guy, yeah. At least I got Pokeballs out of it. I need to find stronger Pokemon. Well, I wonder where they may be. Ay, 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 ay. I found an ether. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Okay, Geronimo, you need medical attention because wait a second. Ooh, oh bother! I don't have an antidote, so he's just gonna have to keep on being poisoned. Okay, I guess I'll just not use him. I don't think that poison decreases your Pokemon's health, like, while you're walking, as it used to. Okay, might as well just catch this Zubat here. Yeah, 3v1, but he was actually... Wasn't it, like, level 10? There. There. Okay. Please stay in there. I don't want to throw many more balls. Okay, thank you. Alright, I got a Zubat. It evolves into Crobat in the next generation. Yay, Taco Bell grew to level 14. And that's very good because we're gonna have to use him on Misty's gym. That's also what I used to think. That's also what I used to think. Like, nerds were into complicated stuff that, you know, most people wouldn't. That would be mainstream, but that stuff that is, you know, kind of impenetrable to most people. You know, stuff like advanced mathematics or physics or chemistry or stuff like that. Whereas geeks, yeah, they would be more like, you know, your Trekkies, your fans of Star Wars and stuff like that. You know, stuff that used to be super niche. Yeah, but since pop culture is what it is, and now those things are not exactly niche anymore. Like, for example, can you really say that you're into niche things if you're into Star Wars? Star Wars is as mainstream as it gets. So, yeah. Nerd smart, geek like niche things, dork socially awkward. Yeah. Since a lot of people are or have become both. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy Neutron, nerd. Okay, Carl's a dork. Yeah. And Sheen's a geek. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good way to separate things. Okay, what does this youngster like his shorts too? Probably. Yes, I know. That's why I'm going through it. That's why I'm going through the cave. Youngster Robbie, thanks for the info. I do like his t-shirt. I wish they would make that t-shirt in real life. I have no idea how well it would sell, because most of the time, well, Weedle is not exactly one of the most popular Pokemon around. Okay, she doesn't have any fairy type moves yet, but I'm pretty sure that she can still take this Mankey on. Okay, what did he use? Oh, scratch. Okay. Yeah, you can take that, Titania. Oh yeah, he used the thing that's bugged in Gen 1. Haha! I mean, I never noticed because I never used status moves in Gen 1. Like, who the heck uses stat moves in Gen 1? Yes, you lost. I am sorry, youngster Robbie. But thanks for your information that you need to go through this tunnel to get to Cerulean City anyway. There's a ball over there. See, the place is crawling with Zubats now. What? Wait. Right. EEVEE's tail acts as an item finder. Okay. EEVEE. Hazel. Did you... Oh, you were signaling the ball. Okay. You were signaling the ball. Okay. Sorry, I misread you, buddy. Wait. Huh? Okay, I'm starting to think that Clefairies aren't all that rare. Sorry, I caught one of your brethren. I hope that's alright. Spamming sand attack like a jerk. Oh. I mean, yeah, no, like, I got spammed with sand attack by the game, but I never spammed anything with sand attack. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. Oh wait, is Titania alright? Like, can she take another battle? Less medium. Oh. As much as I would like this to be a mirror match, I don't really feel like it. Also, one thing that I'm realizing is... Okay, if I want to keep Taco, I'm gonna have to not have Needy. And vice versa. I was just gonna say, oh, I'm gonna use Thalassa. That's a great idea because it's a water type. I don't have to worry about type matchups. It's a Magikarp, you idiot! Or even more evil, double team. Oh no. Yeah, because sand attack you can fix sand attack by switching out the Pokemon. Double team. No. No. You are cooked. You are 100% cooked. You are 100% cooked if you used... if your opponent stops spamming double team. And of course, this move always hits when it's used by the enemy. Hazel, wake up! Wake up, Hazel! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, quick, everybody, let's sing like a rock song. Gotta open your heart, dude! Yeah! Wait, no. Oh, he's awake! Wow, open your heart really did work, even if it was just a little riff from it. Woke him up immediately. Like, didn't even have time to register, like, to chat or anything. Oh, Hazel is level 15. He keeps being more unstoppable. Ha 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 ha! Titania grew to level 11. Yeah, okay. Oh, I lost. Oh dear, I seem to have lost. Here, have 3 balls. You have earned them. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about getting lost. However, I have gone through... Wait a second. There were some stairs. There were some stairs that I didn't go to. Yikes! Quit following us! Some... Somebody once told me the wind is gonna roll me. I don't remember the actual lyrics. And now I don't need to go on and catch the bigger guys. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the show on. Get something. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get something. And all that glitters is gold. Something. Only shooting stars break the mold. Right, Team Rocket tends to use poison types. Oh, shnikey. And I don't have antidotes so that Geronimo can take his rightful place as the guy who deals with this. Oh boy, oh boy. Does Hazel really have to deal with everything? I mean, I also have Needy, I guess. Okay, Needy, you're gonna see if you can do something about whatever it is that this guy has. Oh, I forgot to read what he said. Yay, a random rocket grunt, my favorite. Oh, I was worried for nothing. I was worried for nothing. Yay! Okay, well, that makes it easy. And out. Okay. Yes, you blew it. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Mr. Rocket Man. Oh man, my associates won't stand for this. Oh, well, too bad. Too bad. Oh, hey, Zubu. Why did I forget how to say Zubat? Hello, Chicken EEVEE, welcome. Yes, this is a fresh game file. This is a fresh game file. I am doing... Well, it's not the first time that I've played through this part, but it is a new file. You can't really confirm that anymore, Coffee. Remember, Ash is no longer with us. Just seeing if anyone reacts to what I just said. Oh man, that's a lot of Parises. I'm getting Legends Arceus flashbacks. Hi Crimson, hear me out. What if you run into a Zubat while in the cave? Well, I just run away from it. I just run away from it. Like, I don't have to, like, in this game, you don't have to fight against the random encounters. You just have to either catch them or run away. Okay, okay, let's try to bring Titania back to the front. Because she needs those levels. She needs those levels. Guys, we need to be at least at level 18 if we're going to fight Misty. Easier said than done, I know, because that's one of the problems with this game. Leveling up. You're leveling up by catching Pokemon. Oh, wow. I don't really want to fill my, Oh, hey, Sentru. Right, I don't think I can get one of those. I get Ekanses instead. Yeah, we have Liko now. I shiny hunting version exclusives and Let's Go Pikachu at the moment. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not, I've said this before, but I'm not too interested in shiny Pokemon, to be honest. Because most of my favorites are green or puke green, and I'm like, Wait, did he just start spamming? Did he just start spamming sand attack on me? Are we actually gonna see the? Oh, frick! Okay, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay. I don't know why I keep panicking. I guess it's just like because it's this is not a Nuzlocke. Like, this is not a Nuzlocke. I don't have to get worried. The only problem is that, like, if my Pokemon faints and if I don't have revives, the only problem is that I can only revive that Pokemon at the Pokemon Center, which is kind of annoying because that means that they get cut off of experience points while everyone else is going up in levels. This thing stinks. It's so uncool. Honestly, I'd rather have custom colors than shinies. It's not often to find fighting games with that option. Yeah, no. Normally you have to go with what you're given. And honestly, same, Tulu, same. Like, again, I like the whole hype around shinies. I wish I could join in on the fun and be like, hey, yeah, shiny hunting, woohoo, and it's so much fun, and I have a shiny this, I have a shiny that, and it's so cool, and I'm like, no, because like most of the evolutions don't have good looking shinies. Like, my favorite evolution is Jolteon. His shiny is green. Like, Vaporeon is also kind of meh. Flareon is also kind of meh. Espeon is also green. Umbreon is cool, but again, exception that proves the rule, so is Sylveon. Sylveon is also cool, but like, everyone else of the evolutions is like, bleh. Then there's, like, for example, Scizor. Scizor is green. Flagon is just a different shade of green, I think. Scorbunny is yellowish. Most of my Mewtwo. My God, what did they do to Mewtwo? What the heck did they do to Mewtwo? My goodness. Lucario could be cool, but they chose the wrong shade of the colors, in my opinion. Like, it takes a lot to make that shiny look, you know, cool. Like, if it was up to me, like, the yellow on Lucario's shiny would be more golden, and the blue would probably not be, I don't know. I would have to experiment a little bit, but the blue would be a little bit more like. No, actually, I think that the blue is all right. I guess you would really have to change the yellow though into more of a golden color for that to look good. Because the way that it looks, to me, I'm sorry, no. Like I love Lucario, my favorite Pokemon ever. As I've said many times before, and the shiny is just nah. Maybe. All right, Iberanime is in a few weeks, I believe. Yeah, made a Psylocke palette for Cammy in Ultra Street Fighter 2 on account of them both being British. Oh yeah. Most early shinies just turned up the green RGB slider. Yeah, that's why so many are just like, ah! Like, what the heck is this? You know, at least the Kanto, like the Kanto and Johto shinies. Yeah, that's their whole deal. Like, for everyone else, there's no excuse, but at least those. But even then you find shinies that are just like, that's it? Eh. Yeah. I prefer custom colors, or at least more options than just one default and one shiny. I mean, yeah, probably. Probably, yeah, probably that would be ideal. Like, I think I got a shiny Lucario once through Wonder Trade on Pokemon Violet, and I was like, no, send it back. I don't need it. I would kill to be able to make a white Garchomp instead of slightly more purple Garchomp. But they never bothered to fix the green issue? Yeah, apparently not! Like, if you go, like, Jolteon and Espeon are still green. Both of them are green. Like, what's the point of having, like, a whole team of shiny EVs if most of them look green? I don't even remember what shiny Vaporeon looks like. I think that it's purple, but I'm not 100% sure. I would love to give Sharpedo some leopard shots. I think that that's a little bit that's going a little bit too far, because from custom colors to different patterns, that's a whole thing. We're getting into create a style. we're going into Sims create a style territory with that one. So I think that would be asking for a little bit too much, especially with how huge the Pokemon games already are. But yeah, it's not like the shinies are too iconic to change. Oh yeah, no, like 100%. Like, do you think that anyone would complain if they changed Espeon to like pink? Like, instead of purple, make it pink? Like, do you think that anyone would complain? I sure wouldn't. Or if you don't like your Espeon being pink, have your Jolteon be pink. Or blue. Have a blue Jolteon. Blue lightning and all of that. Looks cool. Or make him purple. Purple lightning is cool. Like, so many colors you could have chosen, and instead you went with the stupid retuned green. Green! Also, I don't understand why Jolteon, who is yellow, and Espeon, who is lilac or purple, and Scizor, who is red, all get green shinies. What the heck? What the heck kind of code was that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about shiny Pokemon. Whoa, you surprised me. Really? Really? I surprised you? I surprised you. You didn't seem all that surprised. You came to me very, very slowly. Yeah, I'm just a kid with an EEVEE on my head. Blue Jolteon would be nice. Yeah. Marcos Polos. Oh. Yeah, Titania would be able to do it if she had anything that was of her actual type, which she doesn't. So, I'm gonna have to switch again. Okay, Taco, your time to shine. Come on in! Infamous one, Black Lightning. Black Lightning. Oh, Black Lighting. Black Lighting, yeah, sure. Oh, Defense Curl, huh? Defense Curl. That's neat. That's neat. You know what's also neat? Vine Whip. Never, like, oh man, I kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad one-shotting Geodude. But I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do it again. I'm sorry, guy. You can't stop the taco. The bell stops for no one. Wow, surprised again! By the way, what are the rules for a gifted Pokemon in Nuzlocke? Does anyone know if there's like a rule for that? Like for example, this Magikarp. Like, for example, this Magikarp. The rules are only one Pokemon per route. So, with this Magikarp, either you avoid all random encounters until you get here, until you get to the Pokemon Center, and this is your one Pokemon from that route. I don't remember the name of the route. Route? Like Charizard in Gen 2 was originally purple, then later changed to black. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, like nobody complained! Nobody complained about that. But yeah, does anyone know what the rules are for that? Like, for example, if, in my future Pokemon Red Nuzlocke, would Magikarp be, would Magikarp be allowed, basically? Would Magikarp be allowed to be on my team? Same thing with, like, the Lapras. Same thing with the Lapras that gets gifted to you in Saffron City. I don't remember when. Oh, and the fighting type Pokemon again, like Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. You can choose one. Because I know from what I've seen, like eggs are fine, but I don't know like about gifted Pokemon, especially like this specific Magikarp, because it's in a route that already has other Pokemon in it. Like, so I would like to know what the rules are in this particular scenario. Basically, I'm trying to plan ahead and know if it would be viable, if it would be viable to like expect to have a Gyarados on my future Nuzlocke team, because you can't plan ahead for that very well. Like, you can't really plan ahead for a Nuzlocke. But you can prepare for, you know, the types of Pokemon that you know you're gonna 100% get. Like, for example, the EEVEE in Celadon City. Like, so I can make plans to count with that. Can I also make plans with this Magikarp? Like, are those two like guaranteed? I'm genuinely asking because I am very much not well acquainted with, you know, the very basic rules of a Nuzlocke. I don't want to do a Nuzlocke that has, you know, too many rules, because that would be too much. Reminder that we're not just gonna do Gen 1. We're not just gonna do Pokemon Red. We're gonna do all 9 gens. We're gonna do all 9 generations. So yeah. And I would like to keep to the same rules for every game, so that we can get some consistency with that. Oh, hi. Hello, Meowth. I don't think I can catch the usual rules go. To be fair, would we really want Charizard compared to Barney? I mean, I would, but I'm weird. But I'm weird, so... Oh no! No, I didn't want to go up! Only catch the first thing you find in a route. Permadeath. And you have to name them all. Okay. I can, in fact, not run into any Pokemon on that route. On that route that would... I wish I knew the name of it. Is it Route 3? Is it Route 3? I think it's Route 3. I'm gonna call it Route 3. Or... Is it? Oh, I don't wanna call it the wrong name! But yeah, the route where you get the Magikarp. So you can plan ahead and try not to go to the grass. Try not to go to the grass so that the first Pokemon that you catch is this Magikarp. So that's a possibility. I don't remember. I don't remember if there's like any if there's any like obligatory patches of grass. I know I just went through it, but I know I just went through it, but I don't remember. Because like the patch of grass where I was looking for Charmanders, that's completely optional. You really don't have to get into it. That should be fine. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Because I mean, I don't think I'm saying anything too like out there when I say that of course. Of course. Stop putting my fairy to sleep! What is wrong with you people? Okay. What was I talking about? I was talking about the Nuzlockes. I was talking about the Nuzlockes and about the fact that, yeah, you can plan ahead. Oh! I don't think that okay, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that having a Gyarados is a bad thing in a Nuzlocke. I'm just... I don't think that I'm saying anything too outrageous when I say that. I mean, it does have quad weakness to oh, what's it called? I forgot the name of the electric type. What the heck is wrong with me? The only reason this guy is not spamming Dream Eater is because his Drowsy is only level 9. Yeah, electric. How did I forget? How did I forget the name of the electric type? That's okay. You know, no. I'm not gonna send the Magikarp out. I know that I was talking about her right now, but no. Okay, you know something? You can't put this one to sleep. You know why? Because he's already poisoned. So you can't put him to sleep. So he's gonna put you to sleep with a quick attack. Probably. Because I think that Drowsy is a special spongy. It's kind of spongy. It's kind of specially spongy. Haha! There you go! I outsmarted you! Yes, I am indeed good. Thank you very much. Almost sacrificed the fish. Yeah. Like I... Oh, great. So Titania is asleep. Oh boy. Titania is asleep. Geronimo's poisoned. Okay, Needy. And I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you out of the ball. And I'm gonna save before anything goes wrong. I mean, I don't think that a lot can go wrong in this game, but it's yeah. But do I want a huge Zubat? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've had enough experience with bats just randomly going inside houses, thank you. Houses that I happen to be currently in. Aren't those dark-colored things fossils? Alright, Meowth, go get those fossils. Why should I have to do it? What happens if I talk to you? Okay. Okay, nothing much happens. Oh. I'm not seeing a lot of... Oh, okay. Okay, there was a little bit... That stretch in which there were... No! Onyx! I didn't expect there to be an Onyx! Okay. Go! Catch the Onyx! Bye, Chicken EEVEE! It was great to have you here. Thank you for being here, by the way. Thank you. It's possible that next stream is going to be Legends Arceus because I'm very close to the end. I want to see if I can finally beat it. I played it 3 times. I wasn't able to beat it yet. I mean, the 3rd time is this current one. So Baba Booey! Baba Booey! Hello, Aiden. How are you? Okay. You just missed me getting jump scared by an Onyx. Didn't know there were Onyxes in this place. Oh, we were just talking about this. We were just talking about Double Team. Yes. Yes. What are we gonna replace the Double Team? Tail Whip. Yes. Yes, we're going to... Geronimo learn Double Team, which would be a very useful skill to steer clear of family members that want to take you on adventures that you don't want to go on. Oh, that's super close. That shouldn't be too hard to get, would it? Like shiny Magnemite. Like, those aren't too rare, I think. In Legends Arceus, I mean. Double Slap. Yeah, sure. Okay, Minimize is kind of like, Minimize is kind of like Double Team. It's not a move I particularly like. Double Slap, I mean. But sometimes it could be useful in a pinch, so yeah. Defense Curl goes. Never finished Let's Go, to be honest. Oh, don't worry, me neither. Like, this time that I'm playing it, I plan to go all the way. I wanna go all the way, I wanna beat the league, and I wanna catch Mewtwo, and that's gonna be the end. That's gonna be the end of the Pokemon Let's Go EEVEE playthrough. Featuring Hazel the Destroyer and Hazel the EEVEE the Destroyer of Clefable! Yeah. Okay, bye, Chicken EEVEE! Yeah, that definitely makes it harder to get. I'm very directionally challenged in video games. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're amongst friends here. You're amongst friends here. Usually when I play RPGs with Weasel at my side, he's usually the one who has to tell me, like, why are you going that way? What you want is the other way. And I'm like, oh, right, sorry. Okay, should I try to catch this Clefable? I kind of prefer to evolve. I would prefer to evolve Titania. So I think I'm just gonna ignore that it exists, even though I've already acknowledged its existence. Maybe? Yeah. No, let's go. Let's go! Pikachu and Eevee! I found a revive! Yay! Oh hey, it's a girl! It's a girl rocket grunt! We're all inclusive! Hello. Lady, you're the one messing around with me. I don't know what your problem is. Like, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? IRL I can find where to go pretty easily, but not in games. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. It's funny that you mentioned that because because in real life, usually if I'm following a map, it can go in one of two ways. One, easy as pie. Two, I go in completely the opposite direction. Happened to me so many times when I was looking for stores when I lived in Lisbon. Like, okay, so now I should go this way. And then Google Maps tells me that I'm going the opposite way. And I'm like, okay, then I turn the other way, and somehow I'm still not going the right way. So and sometimes by the time I've noticed, I've already gone like a bunch of meters, like a whole bunch of meters, and then I have to go back. I have to go back, and helping hand I believe is only yeah, it's only useful in double battles, so I am not going to give you helping hand. Yeah. Okay, granted, there's a bit of a difference between the two scenarios that I just described. Because one is with me following Google Maps or following like a direction app on foot, and the other is while driving. And usually when I'm driving, I have no issues following the directions of a GPS. It's when I'm walking that's the problem. Usually. Sometimes I manage to flub even that. Oh, I know which one I'm gonna get. I know which one I'm gonna get. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Hello, Mr. Super Nerd. Hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. So dramatic. Ah! He's looking at me funny! His name is Miguel? Oh crap, now I want a Tulio. Ok, Miguel. Ok. Miguel. Vais levar com ganda pontapé. Com ganda pontapé no traseiro. Ou melhor, o teu Voltor vai levar com um grande pontapé no traseiro. Ou melhor, 2 pontapés. Só 2. Ok, Thundershock. And, yeah. Ok. Ok, Miguel. O que é que tens para mim agora? Vá. I'm sorry to anyone who does not understand Portuguese in the slightest. I don't even know what that is, Elmer. I don't even know what that is. Is that okay? I'm gonna ask the question in this way. Is that one of those super popular Portuguese streamers that I have absolutely never heard a single whiff about? But they somehow have millions upon millions of followers. Like, is it one of those? Watch it on. No, it's an FTP series. Okay, but I wouldn't be surprised either way. Because there's a bunch of those and... with puppets! Okay, now I'm interested. Now I'm interested. Okay, switch Pokemon. Oh, hey, Didn't Chicken EEVEE said he was trying to find a Magnemite? Well, there's one right here. Except it's not shiny, so it's not what he wants. But I do have a super effective move against it. Still not enough to one-shot it, though. Yeah, there you go. I've never actually trained a Magnemite. I have no idea. I have no idea if they're, like, good. If they're like good. Oh well, if they're like more physically inclined or more or more special inclined. Hello, Jonathan Pearson. The way that you decided to say the name makes me a little unsettled? It makes me a little bit unsettled because CH only stands for channel. So it kind of sounds like you. It kind of sounded like a robot. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Okay, I'll share. Yeah, I'm gonna share some fossils with this super nerd over there, over here, over there. Oh. Fine, we'll each take a fossil. It's no good being greedy, right? Yep. And I know exactly. Oh, frick. I think this Clefairy wants the fossil, but I'm not gonna let it have it. Yes, I want the dome fossil. Oh, that's another shiny. That's another shiny. That's green. Kabutops. Another of my favorite Pokemon that has a green shiny. Like, again, I don't get it. Okay, you take Lord Helix, and I take Kabutops. Yeah, I've heard. It's, really cool. Oh. Oh. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't offend me. You didn't offend me. Don't get me wrong. It's fine. It's fine. It's just that usually you only see that when it's like, for example, a bot or something. or something like that. But no, like no, it's fine. It's fine. Hands off! That fossil belongs to us! How did you even get here ahead of us? We're Team Rocket. I'm Jessie. And I'm James. Meow, that's right. And the two of us are going to take that fossil back. Prepare for trouble, make it double, etc., etc. Again, it's still so surreal. I'm fighting Jessie and James in a game. Like oh. Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I mean, Needy can hold on her own, like just fine. But I think I better switch Taco out. And I'm gonna switch Taco out with Hazel, the Destroyer of Worlds. Man, what did I dub this poor EEVEE? Bye. Oh boy! Ah! Ooh, that's gonna leave him. Oh. Oof. Okay. Hey, remember what I said about Helping Hand only being useful for double battles? Yeah. Funny how the tables turn, huh? Okay, Hazel, you have to live up to your moniker, okay? You have to live up to your moniker as Destroyer. The Destroyer. Okay, okay. Now I just remembered Ghostbusters. Choose the form of the Destroyer. I mean, there is a time and a place to make Ghostbusters jokes in this game, and it's not here. It's not here yet. Whew, okay, we're not doing too bad, but we're not doing as good as I had hoped. Especially because there is there's no Pokemon Center at the outside Mount Moon. I think that the only Pokemon Center that you get is in Cerulean City. Okay. Oh, frick! Oh no! Oh, whew, okay. Thank you, but I'm not royalty. I'm not royalty. I'm what you could call the high priest of the high priest of Atlantis. Even though I'm more of a shaman. So yeah. A twerp beat us? I forgot to read Jesse's line, I'm sorry. I got all their money! Now they're going to go into debt because of me! Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off! For the first time, so not again. Okay. Let's just get out of here, please! Let's just get out of here. Okay. How's my party doing? Gonna switch Taco to the front because Needy is needing medical help. Medical help. Okay, and also I'm gonna save. Okay, I still have 20 minutes, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, around 20 minutes. So let's just go. Let's just go to Cerulean. Let's just go to Cerulean City. I wonder if you have to, I don't remember if you have to fight anyone here. I wouldn't be surprised if they put like an expert trainer around here. Just to be cheeky. Just so you're like, well, you thought you left Mount Moon and you could rest. Well, no. That works? Oh, okay. Thanks, by the way. What? Kiba? Oh my goodness. I'm not opening the door. I'm not opening the balcony, Kiba. Let's see. Okay, there's a Pokeball over there, but I'm not sure if I can reach it. I don't think so. I don't think that I can reach that Pokeball. Is there anything around here? Ah, of course. Of course. Okay. Can I go up here? Yeah. Does it lead to up there? Oh no, it's just okay. No, it's just a shortcut. It's just a shortcut so I don't have to go through the tall grass. Okay. Okay, that's fine. But I want to see if there's like any Pokemon that I haven't caught yet here. Oh, so many Rattatas! So many Rattatas, what happened? Oh, dang it! Where are you from, Your Highness? Okay, that depends. Okay. Again. Okay, that depends on what you're asking. I am from Atlantis, operating out of Portugal. I think that's a good answer. Oh, dang it! Another one. Also, interestingly, I've never been called Your Highness outside of like lore, outside of Atlantis. Okay. Where? Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. I don't think I'm gonna find anything worthwhile. At least not right now. Okay. Into Cerulean City we go. Which I don't mind at all, because I like this city a lot. It's one of my favorites. I mean, it's blue. Especially in this game. It's so blue. What? Wait, what is it, EEVEE? Oh! You like the fountain? Okay. You like the fountain too, Needy? Oh, dang it. Yeah, sure. Okay, I have a bunch of money. Hmm? Why do you like this fountain so much? Hazel? Okay. Okay, what do you thought of that, Needy? Huh. Oh, right. Right, you're not doing too good. Okay. Needy, I need to get you to the Pokemon Center stat. Come on. Yeah, that's pleasing, but it's not going to heal you. Okay, just go. Just go. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. Yes, of course. They need it. They need it so much. Okay. Now. First order of business. Play with Hazel. Play with Hazel for a little bit. How do you want me address you by Atari? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, how you want to address me? Like, what do you mean? Oh, so I got very close to my Pokemon. That's cool. That's cool. That's sweet. Okay. Oh boy, Geronimo's still only level 12. Let's just play with Hazel. Ooh. Partner play, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, do you want pets here? Pets here? Okay, let me give you... Huh? What is it? Okay, I wanna give you a berry. But it's kind of hard with the motion controls. Yeah. Okay. Are you happy? Yeah? Okay, that was very cat. That was very cat of you, Hazel. Yeah, because like I'm asking because he could be asking about like pronouns or something like that, and I just don't know. I didn't really understand what he meant. For that, I apologize. I'm sorry. Let's see. Bike store. See, this is what you can't do in Paldea. Oh, hey, Bulbasaur. I have a Bulbasaur. Bubba. A Bulbasaur. Huh? Wait. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know that I'm trustworthy enough? How do you know if I'm trustworthy enough, dude? Just because I caught a bunch of Pokemon? I thought he meant like honorifics. Yeah, that's why I kind of asked for the question to be clearer. Because yeah, it is a definite possibility that that's what he asked, but I'm not sure. I don't know. She's so naive. Yeah. Your EEVEE seems to like you, yeah. He may be the destroyer of worlds, but he's my destroyer of worlds. He's my little fluffy boy. What do you mean? I mean like a title, and sorry again for the misunderstanding. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. No, no, we're fine. Like a title. Like a title. Well, I'm known as the Grand Shaman. That and the Nidoran. Yeah. I'm known as I'm the Grand Shaman of Atlantis. That is my title. I'm also the Oracle. I'm also called an Oracle. Like Oracle of man. See, I'm of Hiawatalari. Yes, Hiawatalari. Which is the goddess of the moon. In the version of Atlantis where I come from, because you know that there's a lot of versions of Atlantis. Okay, what do you have for me, guy? Not right now. Not right now, thanks. Do you have items in your backyard that I can pilfer? Eh? They do. Okay, I was joking. I was joking. I didn't mean to. Okay. I forgot about that little detail. Okay. Oh right, I have stuff. I have stuff to sell. I have a nugget and a pearl. Also, I think that what I'm gonna try to do is I'm going to try to beat Misty's gym's first trainer. Wait, I was already in here. Why did I just came here and then left? What is wrong with me? Yes, I want to sell. Okay, let me see also if I have... Like, how many Pokeballs do I have? I think I'm... Whoa, 59. Okay, I definitely don't need to buy Pokeballs. But I will buy some Great Balls. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Oh, premium. Right, because I bought over 10. I keep being surprised at game mechanics that I already know are there. What's wrong with me? Is this streamer brain? Is that what happens? Okay, what I was saying is I am going to try to fight one of Misty's gym's trainers, see how that goes, and then see if I need to make any adjustments. Hi, Filmrot! You didn't miss much. Just me going through Mount Moon. I have a Clefairy now. Her name's Titania. May I suggest a new title for you if you are okay with it? I mean... yeah, I guess. I mean, shoot, and I'll, and we'll see. But yeah, that's mostly what this playthrough has been about. Yes, I have Pokemon of at least level 15. Yes, Taco is of at least level 15, and he is grass type, so he's going to be able to do some damage, at least some. Okay, I already saved. Let's go. I got Let's Go Pikachu so I could be the Pikapi, so you could be the Satoshi, okay? Appearing in a glamorous flash, my Pokemon will totally stomp you. Are they? Oh, you're a beauty? I could have sworn you were a swimmer. Okay. I do love how the Cerulean Gym looks here. I mean... oh, frick. Okay. Something tells me... oh, no! Something tells me that I'm gonna have to go outside and train. Something tells me that I'm gonna have to go outside and train. And this is where you start seeing the problem with Pikachu, with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Why? Because you can't really fight wild Pokemon to grind. You can only fight with battles and catching Pokemon. And that's kind of... oh, I can't talk to you? Oh. Then why did you dive? Okay. Okay, let's try going to the Pokemon Center. See what happens with the next one. One thing's for certain. I don't think that I'm gonna beat Misty on this stream because, honestly, we're almost done. I mean, this place does have one thing in its favor, which is, okay, you get here. Yeah, no, like I really don't get it. I mean, I get it. Without diving, this gym doesn't really have a gimmick. Yeah. Interesting idea for a hard mode. Yeah. Yeah, but for the... oh, I just noticed, Film Rod. Yeah, you're doing... Goldeen. But yeah, the good thing about Cerulean City is that you have the trainers on the Nugget Bridge. Which does ease the blow a little bit. Because that means that you can go fight them. And everyone else on the route leading leading up to Bill's house before you beat Misty. But still it is like when you've played Pokemon in a certain way for almost 20 years. For over 20 years, actually. Actually? No, okay. By the time that I got this game, it had been It had been around 20 years, I believe. They already seem a little watered down compared to later gens, but not giving the option makes the game more difficult than necessary. Yeah. Yeah, because you have to go out, because... And then you just have to, like... Because I get the idea. This is supposed to be like Pokemon Go, and in Pokemon, and in addition to that, they wanted to encourage you to catch, like, as many Pokemon as you can. That means a lot of repeats, and I don't like catching repeats. Like, I don't like catching a Pokemon. I don't like catching, like, 2 of the same Pokemon, just for the heck of it. That's just not how I play. Or just catching 2 of the same Pokemon because the first one had a crappy nature. Like, no, I don't like doing that. Like, I like to work with the hand that I am dealt. So yeah, it's post Ultra Sun and Moon is where the quality got too low. I mean, you could ask, like, anyone, and they will have completely different opinions on when Pokemon started to go down. Like, for me, that has been around since Gen 1. For me, it's kind of started to, like, it never really went down, like, as, like, in how people say it, but I never saw Gen 4 as necessarily better than Gen 3. But that was just me. That was just me. I know that there's a lot of people who will die on the hill that Gen 4 was one of the best, but, like, I have my own opinions of, like, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I have my very strong opinions about Diamond and Pearl, and my very strong opinion as well on why Platinum should have been Diamond and Pearl to begin with. Like, it's not fair that Diamond and Pearl got like so bare bones and that all the good stuff is in Platinum. Like, no, that is not supposed to be the game that represents your generation. The first 2 games are. So I don't think that this is a good thing. I don't think that it's a good thing that Platinum is so much better than Diamond and Pearl. If Platinum was just, a smidge better, that would be okay, because that's what Emerald was to Ruby and Sapphire. It was just a smidge better, just had a little bit of extra content. That's not what Platinum is in relation to Diamond and Pearl. So yeah. By the way, yes, I do have a favorite Pokemon, Lucario. Lucario has been my favorite Pokemon since 2005. So yeah. It very much depends on who you ask, because if you ask, for example, me, if I wanted to be like super into my own opinions and not care about like objective quality or anything like that, like, if I wanted to be that way, I could say, for me, Pokemon started going down in Gen 4. For me. Like, the only thing, like, there was a time where I usually said that the only good thing that Gen 4 got us was the physical special split, and that's it. And every other gen after it has been better than it in some way, except for other things that also make me not like them as much. My favorite gen is 7. My favorite gen is 7 with 1 and 3 pretty close. So yeah, like and with Sun and Moon, I am the first one, like Gen 7. I am one of the first ones. I am one of the first people that will say I am biased. I am 100% biased towards Gen 1. No, towards Gen 7. Why? because it takes place in Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I love the culture. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I will say that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are better than Sun and Moon. Unfortunately, except that Sun and Moon has one thing that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon doesn't have, that I feel that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon suffers for not having it, which is a more concise story with stop opening the settings, I'm not pressing any buttons. A more like a story that actually works with actual characters, beginning, middle, and an end, with character arcs, and all of that. Sun and Moon has that. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon does not have it so much. If they could have combined the epicness of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with the storytelling and the feelings of the story from Sun and Moon, I think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon could have been, 100% best version of this game. But I can't say that. Like, it looks better, it feels better, but it's not. But it doesn't have one of the things that I care about in a Pokemon game, which is, the story. Which I know it's weird to care about in a Pokemon game. I know that I'm in the minority, but but yeah, all of those things. Out of all of those things, I know that it makes me super biased towards Gen 7. But I will never say that Gen 7 is the best, because I know that it has a lot of flaws as well. Like, and especially if you're into it for the post game, for the competitive stuff. Like, Sun and Moon is probably not that good in that regard. I don't know. I don't care about the competitive part. So, I only care about the story and building my team and having an adventure with my Pokemon. That's how I play Pokemon. So, yeah. Someone complained that 7 has too much story. Exactly. Exactly. To me, that is not a problem. Not at all. I even welcome it. But for most people, that is a problem. Because what they want is to just get to the post game. Get to where I can start breeding Pokemon like crazy and get all the IVs and EVs and the right natures and whatnot, and start training them up to level 100 and start using them in competitive battles and Smogon and whatever. Like, that's not how I play. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware that what I look for in a Pokemon game is not the same thing that most people look for in a Pokemon game. I am ready to admit my own biases. Gen 1 kinda had plot. Kinda, yeah. It was very bare bones though. But Gen 1, like, the thing with Gen 1, and one of the reasons why nostalgia for Gen 1 kind of bothers me is that nobody can capture what made Gen 1 special. I'm not gonna get into it here, but there was a certain magic to Gen 1 that all the shilling that there has been for Gen 1 ever since like 2013 with Gen 6, like, there's always been something critical missing. Like, because you can pander to nostalgia all you want, but if you don't understand what made the first experience special, if you don't understand why people got into this in the first place, like, why was this viable? Like, why was Pokemon a viable competitor to something like Digimon, for example? Why was the Pokemon anime just going off on a little bit of a tangent, but yeah. What made Pokemon a legitimate competitor to Digimon? When Digimon had better storytelling, better characters, better character arcs, better organization in terms of the plot, better villains. Like, how did Pokemon the anime remain viable? And I don't mean just because it sold lots. No, There was more to it than that. There was much more to it than that. Both for the anime and for the game, for example. And that's something that all the Gen 1 shilling, all the Kanto shilling has never managed to capture. And that is the darkness. The inherent darkness that can exist in a world like this. That this is a much closer world to our own than you would initially expect. That underlying feeling of melancholy and dread that would permeate everything in Gen 1. Looking at the hype, it is like it is easy to forget that, but to really look at the first episodes of the anime, look at what POKéMON was in 1997. Look at it. Really look at it. And compare that to whenever they try to shill for Gen 1. It's completely gone. It's completely lost. Like, Gen 1 thrived on the fact that, yes, you could have adventures with Pokemon and be all happy and stuff, but there was always that underlayer of darkness. It's kind of similar to Final Fantasy IX, now that I think about it. You know, like all chipper and stuff, but there's actually some dark stuff. Yeah. It's the most grounded, Marowak being murdered, Muse being driven to extinction, yeah. Okay, I think that I lost a bit of a bit of the plot when it comes to the chat. Arf! Yeah, Lucario. I'm one of the people that believe Black and White is when Pokemon peaked. But Black and White 2, yeah. Only 2 fire types until the national dex. Yeah, no, like, I've heard very good things about Black and White 2. The Black and White games are the ones that I have not been able to play yet. The first time that I'm gonna play Black and White, well, Black in my case, is going to be during the Nuzlocke. So that's gonna be interesting because it's going to be a blind Nuzlocke. So yeah, looking forward to that. What do you think of Serena and Ash, out of curiosity? Huh. I know that you're kind of expecting like a hot take or something like that, but the fact of the matter is that by that point I had stopped caring about the anime. I stopped caring about the anime once it became clear that they would not use its length as a boon. Instead they just went with all the bad things that come with being a long-running show. And it is related. It is kind of related to what I said about Gen 1 and the shilling of Gen 1. The Pokemon anime. Okay, so you're talking about X and Y, and I did not like X and Y. Like, I didn't like the game when it was first announced. I thought it was boring. I didn't really like, you know, that it was based in France. I thought that they went with the most boring parts of France and French culture. Like, I just thought that it was like super boring. Then I actually played the game, and like every time that they released more info about the game, the less interested I was. This just to give you a little bit of background with me and Gen 6. And then, but here's the thing. One of the very first things that we got revealed for Gen 6, you know what it was? It was Mega Mewtwo Y. And when did we get that revealed? For movie 16, the Genesect one. And you know what that movie did? It completely ignored the existence of the original Mewtwo in favor of a new one. when I say that when they shill Gen 1 without understanding what made it special, this is what I mean. They decided to use Mewtwo's image because they knew it would stir up feelings. They know it would stir up feelings. They would know it would stir up notions of nostalgia. But here's the thing. The reason why people liked Mewtwo was because of how he was written in the first movie, and Mewtwo returns and stop opening up the settings, you dumb console. That's why people loved Mewtwo. That's why people still love Mewtwo. In fact, you can tell that the Pokemon Company realized their mistake, because every time that Mewtwo shows up nowadays, it is always based on Takeshi Shudo's Mewtwo. Stop that! Why are you always opening up the settings? I don't want to open up the settings. But yeah. So basically, that was my very first impression of Gen 6, of X and Y, of everything that went along with it. So when the anime started, I didn't care. I didn't care because I realized that, no, what the anime wants is that you forget everything that happened, but kinda not as well. Like, it was just asking, like, it wasn't, you know, the whole thing of, oh, Ash has gone through so many regions, he's still 10. Yeah, why is he still 10? Can't he be like 12 by now, or 13? Like, or 11? Like, what is wrong with letting him age? No, it's a lot easier to believe that this 10-year-old has stopped aging and has just been 10 years old no matter how many years pass. Stop that! Holy crap! Okay, I'm taking this off. I'm taking this off, okay. But yeah, and you can tell that this is a topic that still gets me heated. It's been over 10 years since I watched the first movie 16 trailer, and I still can remember how I felt. How I felt when I heard Mewtwo talk. Like, it was legit, like you know when they say, "Oh, it's like a part of me died." That's honestly how it felt. Like, I felt like this hollow forming in my chest. Like this, they don't care anymore. They don't care about the story anymore. They don't care about the people who liked this anymore. And it was just, it was legitimately devastating. That was a bad week. That was a bad week overall, because that is also the week in which the issue of the Archie comics that was messed with by Ken Penders was released. You know, like, in the Archie comics, they were like, oh, we're going to deal with the echidnas now. And then the next issue comes out, and everything has gone completely backwards. Like, all the echidnas are gone now. What the heck happened? Ken Penders happened. Also, there was this massive price increase in postage, like, across Portugal. Like they rose, like, the customs taxes, like, all in the same week, and I was like, please stop, I can't take it anymore. The year's barely started, please, I beg of you. Oh man, no man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Atari, if you had an all-expenses-paid trip to anywhere in the world, where would you go? Probably Hawaii. Or Japan. I don't know exactly where in Japan. I guess Kyushu. Kyushu, you know, the southern island, or Okinawa. But if it was all expenses paid, usually tickets to Hawaii are more expensive. Usually, not always. So yeah, maybe Hawaii. I would also like to get in touch with some people, with some native people, and learn more about their culture. You know, from the actual people, who have it. You know. Oh man. Man, I'm sorry. There's been so many chat messages, and I've just been yapping and yapping and yapping. I'm sorry. Mega Mewtwo should have been Mew 3. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a contingent of people who would have much preferred that. Charizard did not need 2 Megas. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. We did not need Mega Charizard. Why? It really is Mega Charizard. Why? Why does this exist? What was wrong? What was wrong with the black one with the flames? With the blue flames? Like, what was wrong with that one? Why couldn't both versions have that one? Why did it? The Thalassa anime had some real darkness, didn't it? Yes, it did. But by that point, I just didn't care about the anime. I only cared about the movies. And it was because they were slightly easier to get into. And to this day, I haven't watched the Kalos movies yet, unfortunately. I do want to watch all the Pokemon movies because I do want to make like a tier list stream of all the Pokemon movies, all the Pokemon anime movies, mind you. I'm not including Detective Pikachu in that list because it's not based on the Pokemon anime. It doesn't follow the rest. It doesn't follow the rest of the rest of the line. So it's a little bit. So it's unfair to compare it to all the others in that sense. Yeah, Mewtwo was cool because he was a tragic villain. Exactly. And again, even with Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, they missed an amazing chance to make that even clearer. They did not include any of the Amber stuff. You know, Dr. Fuji's Dr. Fuji's daughter. They did not include any of that. Why did they not include any of that? There is absolutely no reason for it. There is absolutely no reason for it. What are people going to be offended? Are people going to be offended that a little girl died? Like, I know that a lot of people have some issues with child death, but like, this is not a movie for little kids. This is a movie for kids and their parents. You're only not able to handle that kind of stuff if you have like massive amounts of trauma, and I don't think that most people have that amount of trauma to justify leaving it out. Lost its soul along the way. Oh my goodness. Yes, I did miss a lot. Okay, not enough change. Cutting corners, missing the point. Yeah, I should be in his 30s by now. Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should. Like, the anime started in 1997. So if he was 10 in 1997, or in a close equivalent of a 1997 in the Pokemon world, that means that he would have been born in 1987, which means nowadays he would be 38. Fun stuff. Also, hello, Holy Potato Paladin. I'm sorry. You just caught me in the middle of a rant. Hawaii is expensive though. I know, which is why if I had an all expenses paid trip there, I would take the chance. Also, bye Tulu, I'm sorry. Isn't there already a Mew 3 from the 4Kids produced musical? Yes, I was waiting for someone to bring that up. I'm not surprised it was you, Elmer. 100% not surprised. Because it's fun. I thought the natives from Hawaii are having a hard time because of the USA people pricing everything higher from rents to food. Yes, no, they are. They are, and it's really bad. Really bad and unfair. It's really one of those things that's like, it's their land! It's their land! Freaking... okay. Any further objections? Drought plus Solar P. Did that defeat you have a Ditto turning into a human? Probably? I don't remember.
It did. That's so high.
Okay, Weasel is here to call me because it's dinner time.
It is dinner time, and I heard you from the other room that you were ranting, so I was kind of hoping for you to end your rant, but you just kept on ranting, and yeah, and here we are.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna head out now. I really need to go have dinner. Don't worry, I think ranting is good for the YouTube algorithm. Okay, awesome. Someone pick up all the rants. Someone pick up all the rants and put them like into clips so that I can get algorithm points.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, they're not wrong. Rants are good for the algorithm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I honestly think that some of these rants would make for good videos. The problem is actually organizing thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's for dinner? Yeah, what's for dinner?
It's meatloaf.
Meatloaf!
It's meatloaf with sweet potatoes.
Meatloaf with sweet potatoes! It's your favorite holy potato paladin, unless the potatoes in your name don't refer to sweet potatoes, but to regular potatoes, which is totally within the realm of possibility.
So yeah, end your stream. I'm gonna go back. See you guys.
Okay, if there's anyone new, that was Weasel. He's my brother. He's my brother. We currently live in the same house. We're currently both living in our mom's house. So yeah, sometimes he shows up. Okay. Consider that rant over. I really have to go. So yeah, whether you're watching this live, or the VOD, or are a lurker, or are a member who just happened to not be able to show up, know that your presence is always appreciated. And as always, see you soon, or as they say in Atlantis, Eka Bye!